Yeah, hi. Good evening, good afternoon, and thank you so much for visiting the live stream here at our channel, How to Get an 800 Credit Score. And happy Sunday, by the way, to all of you. And happy Cinco de Mayo, too, also. I hope you guys are enjoying your holiday. And for those of you who are home, and just on YouTube or online, I hope you check out my live stream video. Now, I took a while to get started here because I had to let everybody know on Facebook and Twitter and Reddit and LinkedIn and all those other social media networks too. Also, if you're watching this video, um, I hope if you're at Cinco de Mayo and you're watching this video at the same time, thank you so much. But I'm sure you're probably now, sharing your festivities at the Cinco de Mayo celebration. And I hope you guys enjoy the holiday too, by the way. And thank you so much to the thumbs up from Point to Point Transportation LLC. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate the love, spreading the love and everything. And if you're watching this video, please remember to subscribe. There's going to be a subscribe button if you're on a laptop or your computer, your desktop computer. You will see it in the bottom right screen of your computer. It says subscribe here. It's a big red button. And also, if you're on a cell phone, you can turn your cell phone sideways. You'll see it in the bottom right hand corner of the video also. And also, put a subscribe link in the comments section. And it's also on the home page, the channel page too, at the top. And also, don't forget, you can also, yeah, thank you, Point to Point Transportation. Much love, much love. Thank you for the love, buddy. And also, just remember that we have, I put a lot of helpful tools in the homepage of this channel too. Also, on the top by the picture, you see the picture of a lady running towards the finish line, which is the 800 credit score. That's the finish line for all of us. You know what I mean? So we're trying to get there. I'm trying to get there. You're trying to get there. We're all trying to get there together. So together we will get there and help others to get there too also. So in that picture in the bottom right corner, you'll see a few links there. Very useful tools there, very helpful for you to join the Facebook group. The group is called How to Get an 800 Credit Score. You can join that Facebook group, and it might make it a little easier especially if you're on Facebook a lot. You know what I mean? Like every day, like me, I'm on there every day. It will notify you. Especially if you like the Facebook page, it will notify you every time I make a new video because I do share my videos on the Facebook page every time I make one. So go ahead and like the Facebook page, and also there's a lot of helpful resources and information on that Facebook page too, including my phone number where you can reach me if you have any questions about building credit or establishing credit or increasing your credit score, or you have any credit repair questions, like you're disputing negative collections on your credit report or anything like that. Definitely, if I know the answer, I will definitely give you an answer. And I'm an honest person, you know what I mean? If I don't know the answer, I will tell you I do not know, but I can refer you to someone who does know the answer and will give you that answer too also. So on the home channel, at the top, in the bottom right corner of that picture, you also see the a link to the Facebook group. So if you click on that link there, I think there's a Facebook icon. It will take you straight to the full Facebook group. You can sign up. I'm asking a lot of people, everybody. I'm asking everybody to sign up with the Facebook group. And the reason I like you guys to sign up for the Facebook group is because that way you guys can connect with each other, and you guys are all, have the same interests in building credit, establishing credit, and repairing your credit too. Also, some of you might be interested in, building business credit. Maybe you already built up your personal credit. Now you want to work on your business credit for your business, so that way you can get approved for loans for your business, maybe inventory for your business, payroll, whatever the case is, you need funding for it. Sign up or join a Facebook group. Right now, we don't have that many members. We have about maybe 10 members right now in the Facebook group, but we want to add as many people there as possible, so you guys can go ahead and share the knowledge with each other, share your experiences with each other, and definitely learn from each other and build and grow together, so that way we can all grow together as a team. So also in that in the homepage on the YouTube channel, on the picture at the top header, you also see a link, subscribe button. That way it makes it, I try to make it easy as possible for you guys to subscribe. I mean, yeah, you're probably thinking, yeah, this guy, he puts his subscribe link everywhere. And it's true, I do, because I don't want you guys to miss out on all the valuable information that's really going to help you grow. And it's going to help me grow together. And we can all grow together as a community and benefit one another too also. So make sure you check that out also. I also put some new links. If you're on a laptop or a computer or a cell phone, at the top right corner, as you're watching the video, you'll see the letter I looks like it's in a circle. That right there is links to other videos. While you're watching the video too, other helpful videos that will give you topics on various subjects of credit building, credit repair, increasing your credit score, and things of that nature. Also, my experience and how I did it, how I got to a credit score of over 700. Too also, and some also helpful tips there. I also included a poll, a couple of polls there in the videos there, which entails some questions, so that way I can gather some information from you guys, so I can find out where you're at and what you're looking to do and accomplish, and what are the reasons why you want to build your credit too also. Oh, hi, Point to Point Transportation LLC. How you doing, bro? It looks like you left a comment here. It says, I have inquiries and missed mortgage payments to work on. I'm actually working on my personal and business credit. I'll be glad to join your Facebook group page too. Cornell Prince Nelly Freeman. Yeah, thanks for the comment, buddy. Yeah, that's good. That you're trying to work on your credit, your personal and your business credit, because it seems like your name here, Point to Point Transportation LLC, it tells me that you're a business owner, like myself. My business is called Nurse Providers Incorporated, and it looks like you're in the transportation industry, and that's a good thing. I'm wondering, do you guys work with trucks, or what point of transportation do you do, like rides? That's good, that you're in the industry and working on building your personal and business credit. And that's a good thing. You should be building up your personal credit, especially if you're trying to pursue a business venture. If you're trying to look for funding, you're trying to look for loans, you're trying to look for lines of credit, you're trying to pay employees and get money for payroll or inventory, or equipment, or whatever the case is. You definitely need to build up that credit, and personal credit is important too. I know a lot of people across YouTube. I've watched maybe thousands of YouTube videos on the topics of personal credit and business credit too also. And a lot of people are saying that there is a way to build up business credit with no PG. And yes, that is true. There's a way to build up business credit. I mean, I believe it's Credit Suite. They have a program too also where you can sign. They're quite expensive though, I want to warn you. But you can get a lot of helpful information from it. And the main thing is if you put into practice what you learn, that's the way you're really going to benefit from all of this. You know what I mean? And that's what I learned too by putting things into practice myself. And I have, a lot of the things that I've learned from the people that make the videos on YouTube. For example, my favorite people who make videos on YouTube, I would say How to Build Credit TV and Dwayne. Oh, that channel is awesome. You guys should really check that out. He makes videos like a few times every week, and he goes live every week. I think he went live last time Wednesday at 7. I'm always on the live chat with him there on How to Build Credit TV on, I think he changed to Wednesdays now at 7 o'clock Central Time. Oh, hi, Point to Point Transportation says you are a truck driver. Okay. I just guessed that for some reason that you were a truck driver. you know, and I know a lot of truck drivers, and they drive for so many different companies. So like Swift is a favorite company that a lot of people drive for. It seems like Swift is a company where people actually get started, get their foot in the door to be a truck driver, to be introduced to the profession, and that's where they take off from there. Oh, okay. So Point to Point Transportation says, yes, I am a Patreon member of Wayne How to Build Credit. I am too, myself. Point to Point. I'm a member of Patreon too, and I signed up with Dwayne. And I mean, Dwayne is just totally awesome. I like the authorized users that he does, and that really, is helping a lot of people to build credit. You know what I mean? And I've actually gotten five authorized users from Dwayne, and those have really helped me. All of them except one, because one authorized user was a new account, a new account that he had open in March. So it posted to my credit report as a new account. So therefore, I lost points on my credit report because of that new account, and my credit score went down. I think maybe 4 points, but the other authorized users were pretty good because they had at least almost 1 year. I think it was 8 months to a year of credit history there. So that really helped boosted my credit score back up. Too also. But Dwayne, yeah, he's really good. He makes some great videos, every week. And, I learned a lot from Dwayne. And that's why I'm always in the live chat with him, too, also. And, it's a good experience, watching his videos. Another one of my favorites is Brandon Weaver. Brandon Weaver in the Awesome Life group. I signed up. If you've been watching my other videos, I have another video on this channel called from 5:48 to 7:20. That video, I know it's like 40 minutes long. It's a long video, but it kind of explains everything step by step, what I've done to build my credit from a low score in the 400s all the way up to over 700 credit score. And, even though it's 40 minutes, yeah, I try to make it shorter, but I wanted to show you step by step exactly what I did and how I did it, how I went about it, too, also. But in that video, yeah, I explain everything. I take you to every website that I signed up with, every company that I signed up with. I show you how my credit score improved when they started reporting too, also. And it was also time for an update on that too. I'll make a video and update what has reported to my credit report and what has not reported to my credit report too, also. But I'm kind of saving that one for another video too, also. So basically, what I want to talk about today with you guys is our topic, the credit score increase secret. I know you guys seen that topic and you're saying, wow, that's an amazing topic. Well, thank you. But, I do have one secret tip here to give you guys. And you probably heard it before somewhere. You probably haven't heard it before. because it's not too popular on YouTube. A lot of people like to talk about credit utilization. A lot of people like to talk about payment history. A lot of people like to talk about, other things, ways to boosting your credit. But I want to talk about this one topic because it's not too popular on YouTube. It hasn't been talked about too much. Oh, hi, Point to Point. Says you and I are following the same channels. My scores are 670, 681, and 682. I'm trying to get to the 700 club. Yes, yes, you will. You will get to the 700 club for sure, Point to Point. I have a lot of videos. Well, I don't have a lot of videos on my channel. I just started April 11th was my first video that I made last month, but I have been making videos consistently every week on my channel. So I have a lot of useful information there that you can definitely pick up a few points here and there on how to boost your credit score. One good video that I made too was called Main Things That Credit Bureaus Look At When Giving You a Credit Score. Those are main things, as long as you keep track of those main things that they going to look for when they're doing your credit score. You're gonna be all set. You want to definitely pay attention to the credit mix. Your credit mix definitely means a lot. Credit mix meaning you have to have at least some revolving credit on your credit file in the form of credit cards, of course. You also have to have an installment loan on your credit file too, also. And you could have maybe a mortgage or some other student loan or some other form of installment loan too, also. But yeah, you should have an installment loan there, and also charge cards. Charge cards is another thing that's part of the credit mix too. Also, an ideal number of accounts to have a perfect credit score is between 11 and 20 accounts. I know, I know that seems a lot. That may blow your mind right there, but yeah, between 11 and 20 accounts is the ideal number of accounts that is good to have. And also, you want to be using at least three. You want to use three revolving credit accounts each month. So that way, that definitely plays a role in them calculating your credit score and giving you a good credit score too, also. And also, you want to pay attention to your credit utilization. You want to keep that low. The 800 club, pretty much people with 800 and up credit scores have credit utilizations below 7%, 7% and under. So you definitely, if you use, say, 90% of your credit limit within that month, make sure that before the due date and definitely before the statement date that you pay down that credit card to 7% or below, because the 90% that you use of your credit limit really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter as long as you pay by the due date and before the statement date, because when they make statements on the day that they usually make their statement, that's what they're gonna report. Whatever your credit usage is at the time, whatever your balance is at the time that they report, that's what they're going to report to the credit bureau. So the 90% that you use during the month really doesn't matter. You could use 90%, you could use 95%, you could use 100% of your credit limit. But when you pay it down to 7% or below by the due date and before the statement date, then that's what they're going to report. They're going to report that 7% usage or less to the credit bureau. Mine right now is 1%. Because I have a lot of accounts. Well, I would say it's a lot of accounts. Maybe you may not say it's a lot, but to me, it's a lot of accounts. I have over 11 accounts. um, on my credit file right now. And the reason why I have over 11 accounts is because really it's for credit utilization. See, if I use a few $100s of my credit cards, then it really doesn't, count to me as much in my credit utilization as if I had a low limit on all my credit cards combined together, because that's what the credit bureaus go by: your overall credit limit, the total of all the credit that you have, all together as a sum total. So if you have one credit card for, say, $1,000, you have another one for 2,000, and you have another one for another 2,000, then that's a total of $5,000. So if you use, say, half of the first one, they're not gonna just report that sum total of half. They're gonna give you your credit utilization, is gonna represent the total of all three credit cards and how much you use in all three. Okay, that's how credit utilization works, and that's how they um, calculate your credit score there, when they do give you a credit score. So that's the reason why I have so many accounts. And also, you can see how I got so many, on the video from 548 to 720. There's another video that I have there. I believe I'm going to put that in a playlist at the end of this video, so that way you can be able to click on it and watch that video too also. So yeah, I wanted to talk about, let's see, what I was going to talk about today was the title Credit Score Increase Secret. I know I already gave out maybe 2 or 3 secrets just by talking to you guys. But this is the main one that I wanted to talk about. And basically, I'm going to talk about auto pay. Okay, I'm going to talk about auto pay today. The reason why I want to talk about auto pay is, like I said, it's not very popular on YouTube, and not too many people talk about it. But this is an important part of increasing your credit score. And you may ask why? Why is it so important? Auto pay. What is the big deal about auto pay? Why is auto pay so important to increasing your credit score? Okay, great. I'm gonna answer that for you. Auto pay. When you auto pay your credit card payments and your installment loans and your charge cards and all of that, basically, you don't never have to worry about paying late fees. Okay, and late fees are a big thing. For number one, late fees can stay on your credit report for years. Yeah, they can stay on your credit report for years. Some people say it can stay on your credit report as long as 7 years, just one single late payment. Okay, so when you auto pay, you sign up for auto pay through your bank, you avoid all those late fees. Okay, and you don't have to worry. Your payments are made on time every single month. I have auto pay set up on my self lender account, and that's another good installment loan for you guys. And I guess that's another credit increase secret right there that I didn't plan on talking about today, but you guys got it. So I set up auto pay with self lender. So easiest some of your accounts you may find you can set up through your bank, the auto pay, or some of the accounts you can set up through the actual company, the credit card company or the installment loan company. You just go to their website, and they may have a link there to set up auto pay. I have auto pay set up on my internet. I use CenturyLink. So the payments are made on time every single month without a problem. Now, in 2019, the new thing is that you can actually get credit, right? You can increase your credit score by paying your internet bills and your cell phone bills and some of your other bills on time. You may ask, what are you talking about, Lyndon? Well, that I'll touch on in another video, but definitely you want to subscribe and hit that bell notification so that way you won't miss out on all this good information and how you can build your credit score. I also have ways for you to increase your credit score without no hard inquiries at all. You know, so that's going to be in another video too, also. But back to the auto pay thing. When you auto pay, not only do you avoid paying late fees and your bills paid on time every month, which looks good on your credit report and adds payment history to your credit file. Also, it saves you time. It saves you a lots and lots of valuable time. And this is valuable time that I mean you can spend other ways. And I noticed that myself too because when I ended up having so many more bills I had to pay, more and more bills as as time went on. Not only did I have the internet and the self lender, I had my credit card bills. And as I told you, I have over 11 accounts reporting to my credit report every month. So I had to like keep track of what due date, okay, this credit card is due on the 10th and this credit card is due on the 9th. This one is due on the 14th. My business credit card is due on the 17th. Okay. My vendor accounts, one of them is due on the 29th. The other one's due on the 15th. It's a lot to keep track of. Then you have the other bills, you know. So instead of, doing that, which kind of took me, I had to actually sit down for a few minutes. You'd be surprised how long this stuff takes. You know what I mean? I know I didn't really notice it at first because I could be just watching a TV show, one of my favorite TV shows that I like to watch when I get off work. I like to come home, sit down, relax, have a cup of coffee, eat dinner. And then, when it's time, I go see what bills are due and what date they're due. You know what I mean? But when I actually took notice of this and try to figure out, how long does this actually take for me to do this? And I sat down and I said to myself, it can take 30 minutes to an hour. Yeah, 30 minutes to an hour. When you think about you're going on each and every single website to do it, because some of them you may be able to set it up through your bank, the auto pay, and some of them you may not be able to set up through your bank through the auto pay. You may actually have to go to that company's website to set it up. You can call them on the phone and set up the auto pay too with them also. But yeah, it's taking me 30 minutes to an hour. Because not only the over 11 accounts that I have reporting to my credit file each month with the credit bureaus, that's not the only bill that I have. I have a lot of bills that don't report to the credit bureau too, also, you know. But I've had most of them. I try to get as many of them as possible reporting. Like I have my rent reported to the credit bureau now. As I told you before, I have my internet, my cell phone bills reporting to the internet now too, to the credit bureaus now too, also. Um, so I mean, there's so many bills, that I have that it's like for me to sit down and try and do that like each and every single month, to I had to get out a calendar and write down the dates these things would do. Maybe sometimes I'll set up cell phone reminders to remind me. And then once I get the notification, then I'll go online, go to the website, boom, pay the bill. You know what I mean? But all of that can be avoided. All that time can be saved by simply setting up auto pay. Okay. And then, you can use that time to do something else valuable for your family. Like maybe going out to the Cinco de Mayo celebration today, you know, maybe going out for a picnic, go for a walk with your family, take your wife out to dinner or movies or something like that. Take the kids to the park, or something, watch a movie, Netflix, a whole lot of other things you could do with your time too also. And it's a more accurate also. The auto pay is more accurate because you could make a mistake very easily by forgetting a due date. You know, that can happen. So I've noticed with my self lender though, when I set it up on auto pay, it's like each and every single month that my payment is made to my self lender account, my credit score goes up and up and up, and it just keeps continuing going up, constantly. And it's one thing I'm really excited about. Each time they take a payment out of my account, I'm very excited to see because I'm thinking to myself, wow, I wonder how many points my credit score is going to go up this time. I wonder how many points. Am I going to get another 5 points? Am I going to get another 10? Am I going to get another 20 or just a couple of points? Or, I'm kind of always curious about, what's going to happen there. So you can definitely sit back and watch as your credit score goes up, as the months go by, for sure. Me, I started building credit in October until now. So I've got over 5 months building credit. But I made it, to a credit score over 700, in that little amount of time. So definitely, you guys, there's another, credit score increase secret. It's called auto pay, you know, and I'm glad a lot of people don't, actually, I can't say I'm glad. I'm not glad. I'm worried that a lot of people are not talking about this on YouTube because it's so important. You know what I mean? Get that auto pay set up, you know, because you're balancing so many different bills. You're not only balancing, the bills that you have that report to your credit file, but you're also balancing a lot of bills that do not report to your credit file. And then if you own, especially if you own a business, then now you're balancing bills that come with the business. Like me, I'm balancing, my fees every month that I pay for my website. My business email. You know, um, I'm keeping track of my corporation papers. Every month, and my taxes that need to be filed, and Texas and South Dakota, in different states, my S corporation agent, registered agent that's responsible for doing that, which doesn't work for free, by the way, have to pay her. So all of this can be well kept track of with auto pay. So, just remember, point to point, what's up, buddy? You have self lender too, 6 months in, and my building process. Um, yeah, I mean, self lender is really great. That thing is off the hook. Self lender, it's not only a savings, but it is a huge credit builder. You know what I mean? And it adds to your credit mix very well, in your credit file. So, it's something that a lot of people, I think everyone should get, a self lender loan, especially if they're trying to build credit. If they're trying to build credit or they're trying to repair or fix their credit. A lot of people think, well, I can get, this deleted off my credit report. I've got 5 items deleted off my credit report. This one lady told me the other day she got like I think 6 or 7 items deleted off her credit report just by simply disputing these collections, these negative collections and things off her credit report. And I told her, I said, that's great. That's awesome that you're doing that. And it helps you out a lot. But what you need to do also, besides credit repair and thinking about it in a way of deleting, collections and only doing that, you should also be thinking about building credit. So if this is your first time thinking about fixing your credit, just remember, as soon as you put in that application online to get a free copy of your credit report from annualcreditreport.com, you want to also put in that application for self lender. Put in an application for self lender. Yeah, go ahead and do that. Get signed up. Even if you only have a few dollars every month to spare on it. They have a $500 loan that you can pay for, I believe, over the course of a year. Um, and mine was $1,000, and I'm done with mine. Is finished in November, but I've been paying on time every month thanks to auto pay. You know, so yeah, if you're new to building credit, one of the first things you want to do is get you a self lender loan, and you also want to get yourself a couple of secured credit cards. And if you can't, I try to apply for a Discover It secured credit card, and they turned me down. They denied me. And so, just keep in mind, if you do get denied by, uh, a big bank or something for a secured credit card, just give me a call. Give me an email, or drop you a message in a Facebook group, or drop me a comment on one of my videos or something. You'll be able to get in touch with me either way. I even have my phone number there, where you can call us on my Facebook page. So, but yeah, and I'll hook you up. I'll hook you up with a secured credit card that you can actually become an authorized user on one of my secured credit cards. I'm not going to send you a card in the mail. No, I'm not going to do that, but I will add you as an authorized user. But I'm not going to do it for free, because they do charge me a fee for adding an authorized user. So I do charge a small fee every month for that. But the benefit of that it will help you build up credit, for one. For two, you will not have to worry about a hard inquiry on your credit report. So that's one way for you to start building credit with no hard inquiry. Two, also, and you can definitely watch your credit score go up as the payment history starts building on your credit report from that. Two, also. So point to points. It looks like you said I'm adding more auto pay to my list. Great job, bro. Thank you, point to point. Yeah, auto pay. That's it's huge, man. It's huge. Auto pay is huge. And this is something that a lot of people don't talk about on YouTube. You know what I mean? But it is something that it definitely helps to increase. It will give you a boost or increase in your credit score by you showing the credit, bureaus that you're making the payments on time every month. Hi, we have a new person in the chat here. Hi, Laura Martinez. How you doing? And happy, what's it called? Cinco de Mayo Day. That's right. Happy Cinco de Mayo, Laura. Laura says, is Lexington law good? Well, in my opinion, I'm just talking from my experience. In my experience alone, um, before I signed up for Lexington law, what I did, Laura, is I went online and I Googled Lexington law reviews. And I seen that, Lexington law, they had a lot of reviews, because they've been in business for a long time. I don't know if they're the oldest credit repair company out here, but they've been around for many years. And I read through all of their reviews. I mean, some were good, some were bad. The ones that were bad, I read all of them to try to figure out why was it a bad review, and what problem was this person having with Lexington law. And did Lexington law respond to them? Did they resolve their problem? So I found that, yeah, Lexington law, they're not the kind of company that's going to pretty much run and hide or anything. If you're having a problem with them, they're going to address the problem. They're going to figure it out with you together, come up with a solution. So that was a good thing that I found about them. And I checked the reviews. I looked in the Better Business Bureau to see if they're an accredited business with the Better Business Bureau, and I found that, yeah, they are I believe they are an accredited business. I'm not sure, but I think they are. But you can double check that too online if you go to Better Business Bureau. Actually, I could go online real quick. Let me see if I could pull it up here. Type in Lexington Law. I'm gonna type in Lexington Law. Let me see. Let's see if I can pull it up on the Better Business Bureau. Let's see what we got here. Because I know some companies are accredited with the Better Business Bureau, and some of them are not. And it looks like I found a profile for Lexington Law and the Better Business Bureau here. Let's see what they have. Yeah, they have a BB rating of the C rating. Okay. Yeah, it says customer reviews are not used in the calculation of BBB. But they've been in business, it says here, for 25 years. And this business is not BBB accredited. Okay, so my bad. I thought they were an accredited business, but they're not an accredited Better Business Bureau business. Well, let's look through there, and there's reasons too why a company may not be accredited by the Business Bureau. For one, and what I've learned is that a Better Business Bureau, when I opened my S corporation, Nurse Providers Incorporated, I kept getting all these phone calls from the Better Business Bureau, you know, and the phone calls were people asking me to sign up with a membership with the Business Bureau, and I would have to pay a monthly fee every month, and I just didn't want to do that. I didn't want to pay $50 a month or $100 a month or not even $30 a month just for me to be a member of the Better Business Bureau, for them to give me a good rating. I mean, I don't think that's really fair. I don't think that's really a good way to review a company. You know what I mean? But they do, include like any complaints that a customer may have, about a company. Let me see. I'm pulling up. Let's see if I can pull up one complaint here. Okay, let's click on reviews. They have 252 customer reviews of Lexington Law. Let's see what we got here. We have a disappointed and upset customer here. It says, I wouldn't even, it doesn't say what the person's name is, but it says on April this year, April 25th, it says, I wouldn't even give a 1 star for this rating if I could. This company is a scam. They wasted over a year of my time and money. They barely got anything removed from my credit report. Wow. Okay. They only focused on stuff that didn't even raise my credit in 1 year of their services. My credit only raised by 20 points. Okay, wow, this person is really upset. I see I only got 20-point increase here. She says, or he says, I came to Lexington Law for help so I could get into an apartment and not have a huge deposit. I ended up having to pay almost $3,000 to get in due to nothing being done to my credit. So basically, what they're saying is, since the credit was so bad, they had to pay, all these extra fees, like a bigger security deposit, higher rent payments, and things like that to get into the apartment because they had a low credit score. And they say, I have gone in the past to another credit repair agency, and they were able to remove all of my negative items at the time within 3 months. Wow. So this company only does the minimum and collects your money. They even went as far as to charge my debit card without my re-signing up for their services and allowing them to, and somehow got my new debit card info without me giving it to them. Had to file a claim with my bank and got my money back. I will never use their services again. Avoid that scam. Wow. Okay. So there you have it. There's one review there, just a recent one from last month, Laura, and I hope you were able to catch all of to hear all of that. It was a review from Lexington Law, and definitely, Laura, people have their good experiences and their bad experiences with Lexington Law. I'll go ahead and let me see if they have another one. They have one more, but this one's different than the first one. This was last month, also on the 24th. Harrison C. gave a 5 stars to Lexington Law. And he says, Lexington Law has been a great help to my credit repair, and I thoroughly appreciate their ability to take care of the legwork as far as disputing items on my credit reports. As a victim of a predatory loan and a vindictive loan officer, I can tell you that when you challenge errors, negative remarks, or inaccurate information on your own, the financial institutions do not take you serious and will go out of their way to make your life as close to hell as humanly possible. Lexington Law helped me get inaccurate information corrected and an account marked as collections off of my credit report, and that is huge. When I was diagnosed with a terrible autoimmune disease, I was unable to walk on my own or use my legs at all for a month. I lost my job while on medical leave on the day of my 2-week follow up appointment. I almost died from the disease, and when my credit union at the same time learned about my situation and disease via legitimate medical records, they couldn't have cared less about my situation and ruined my life with poor information and false payments or missed payment history. Lexington Law will be a great advocate for you when it comes to your credit repair. Much thanks to Lexington Law. Wow. Okay, so there's another one there for you, Laura, another review about Lexington Law, and that's I was reading from the Better Business Bureau website, complaints and reviews also. So they have, some good reviews, some bad reviews, the whole 252 reviews. So the company's been around for 5 years. So you can see my review personally, just from my experience. And I made a video about that, Laura. In one of the videos here on this channel, that's in in one of the first 2 videos I made on how to improve your credit score. If you check that out here, made one video on the 11th of April, one video on my birthday on the 13th of April. And I, went into detail about my review, which was part of my experience of building credit. But I will also make a video of my personal review of Lexington Law. I will do that too also. Laura says, thank you. Is there another way I can bring up my credit score? Yes. Laura, I don't remember, I don't recall what time. I don't know what time you came into the live chat here. But I did start talking about a credit score increase secret. Talked about auto pay. And auto pay is one of the very unpopular topics that is not too often talked about on here on YouTube by anybody really. But it is a big resource to increasing your credit score because, for one, it helps you avoid late payments. All your payments are made on time. And also, it saves you time so you don't have to keep track of what bill is due on what date. And especially with credit cards, when you have the revolving credit, on your credit file, you have installment loans on your credit file. Even a cell phone bill. I mean, something small as that. If you don't pay, a bill on time, yeah, it will eventually report negative on your credit report. But the ones that are reporting on your credit report every month, you definitely want to make sure those are paid on time too. Also, so auto pay, you can sign up for that through your bank. Whatever bank you bank with. Or some of the bills you may not be able to sign up through your bank with auto pay, so you may have to actually go to that company's website that you have the account with, too. Also, you could sign up with. I know I use CenturyLink for my internet. So CenturyLink, you can sign up with AutoPay through CenturyLink by going to the CenturyLink website online if you use CenturyLink for internet. Self Lender is one that you definitely want to sign up for AutoPay. And you can go to the Self Lender website and sign up for auto pay through Self Lender, and that will make sure that all of your installment loan payments are made on time. And you will see too, Laura, that your credit score will keep going up. You know, it may not go up every single month, but you will notice a difference. You know, either every month or every other month, you'll notice an increase, your credit score going up by paying yourself lender installment loan on time, you know, every month. You sign up for auto pay, then that will guarantee that your payment is made on time every month as long as you have enough in the bank to pay for the payment each month. Then it should be paid on time with no problem at all. So let's see, is there another way you can bring up your credit score? There's several ways you could bring up your credit score, Laura. Another way is credit utilization. Um, if you a credit utilization, basically, I'm not sure if you're familiar with that, but that's very popular on YouTube. A lot of people who make videos about credit repair and credit building and how to increase your credit score, they talk a lot about credit card utilization. And all it is basically how you use your credit card. So just to give you an example, if you have a credit card with a credit limit of $100, then the ideal amount that you want to have reported to the credit bureau as your spending is 7% or less. So Laura says, thank you for the information. Yes, thank you for watching, Laura. And you're definitely welcome. There's plenty of videos here on this channel that you can check out, and you'll see a lot of credit building information. And also, you want to sign up with the Facebook group. We have a Facebook group called How to Get an 800 Credit Score. You can easily sign up for the Facebook group by you go to the channel homepage here, and you will see a picture at the top of a lady running, like she's running a race towards the finish line. And on the finish line, it says how 800 credit score. That's what she's trying to run to. In the bottom right hand corner, you'll see several links there. Look at the Facebook icons. One of them will say, how to join the Facebook group, like the Facebook page, or you want to join the Facebook group, click on that icon. Then it'll take you to the Facebook group, and that way you can join the Facebook group. And we want a lot of people to join the Facebook group. We would like for everyone to join the Facebook group, as many people as possible. The reason why is because when you guys join the Facebook group, you can share your knowledge and experience with others, and they can share theirs with you. You guys can learn together and grow together. We all could grow as a team. I also put my videos in the Facebook group too also. So that's the benefit of joining the Facebook group, is that if you're not on YouTube, or you don't have, you might not have the bell notification set up for this channel, on Facebook, you would definitely be notified every time I make a new video by joining the Facebook group or liking the Facebook page. You'll see it in your news feed too also. So there's many ways, Laura, that you can increase your credit score. Back to your question, credit utilization. You want to, for the example I made with the $100 credit limit, like say, for example, you spend $80 of that credit limit within the month, right? And say your due date is, today's the 5th, right? Say your due date is the 29th of this month. You already spent $80. So what you can do, you could pay it down, pay it all off, $80. When you get paid next week or the week after, whatever. or you can, you have the best way to do it, Laura, is make sure you have that $80 in your bank account right now before you even spend $80 on a credit card. Okay, that's the best way, and that's called using your credit card as if it was a debit card. Okay, and that is the technique that a lot of the 800 score people use to maintain that 800 credit score status. Like, for example, like Brandon Weaver, he makes a lot of videos. He makes about one video every day. He may not make a long video every day, but he'll make like sometime a 3-minute video just to give a quick update, answer a question, something like that, and give a quick tip how you can increase your credit score too. And he has a credit score of over 800. And, it's one of the tips that he gives too also. And a lot of people that I know that have a credit score of over 800 will tell you that too also. So you want to definitely use your credit card like if it was a debit card, the same way. So basically, that means that if you don't have the $80 today to pay that card off, don't go out and spend $80 on a credit card. No, don't say to yourself, well, okay, on Friday I get paid. I'm gonna have the $80 on Friday, and okay, and then I'm gonna pay off the credit card. No, don't do that. Don't do that. That's how we get in trouble. Okay, that's how we lose. That's how we end up losing points on a credit score by doing that. So you definitely want to make sure you have the money in the bank before you go out and you use that credit card. So whatever you use the credit card for, make sure you have the money in the bank now. Even if you don't pay for it now right away, you can pay for it at the end of the month, close to the 29th when your credit card bill is due. But make sure you have the $80 for it on the account right now. Okay. So there's plenty of ways that you can increase your credit score. One is what I talked about, Laura, the self lender, and self lender is a company that they give you an installment loan. It is an installment loan, but it's also a savings too, also, and that's the good thing about it. For example, my experience with self lender is that I signed up with a $1,000 loan. I applied for it. They approved me, and they gave me a loan for $1,000. Did they give me the $1,000? No, they did not give me the money. They did not mail a check to my house for $1,000. They did not put $1,000 in my bank account. No, they did not give me $1,000. What they did was they took $1,000 and they placed it in a CD account for me. So I don't know if they're using $1,000 of their money or if they're using $1,000 of somebody else's money. But the point is they're taking $1,000 and putting it in a CD account for me. So now my responsibility is to just pay the payments on that, which my payments are about, I think, $80 a month, I believe. I paid it off for a whole year. I started my self-lended loan in November. So when I first signed up in November, I waited about 3 months. Then they reported my payments to the credit bureau and the account. And then I seen my credit score just shot up, just like a rocket. It shot up. I believe it was like between 50 and 100 points right there, because they had reported 3 months in just one report. So basically, that helped my credit score a lot, and that I believe they reported in January. So at that point, it was me saying goodbye to the 500s and the 500 credit scores. And at that time, I was in the 600s range, somewhere between, I believe, 630 and 660 credit score. Then after that, was just every month that self lender reported to the credit bureau, my credit score kept going up. Now, Laura, you can see a lot of other ways to bring up your credit score by looking at how I brought up my credit score. And in a video that I made here on this channel, and the video is called From 548 to 720 Credit Score, right? And there's a part one of that video, there's a part two of that video, there's a part three of that video too also. And the difference between the part one and the part two and the part three is that part one, I talk to you about it. I tell you how I did it, you know? And basically, we have a whole conversation about it, how I, went from 548 to 720 credit score. And part two, I give a tell you about the credit repair aspect of how I went from 548 to 720 credit score. And the credit repair aspect, I talk to you about my experience with Lexington Law. And in my experience, I've had a good experience, I think. In my opinion, I had a good experience with Lexington Law. I had about 5 collections that were negative on there on my credit report every month. My score was about 508. And this was in the early part of October. Excuse me. And when I first signed up with Lexington Law, I was able to get 4 out of 5 of those negative collections removed off of my credit report. So that was a huge accomplishment for me. Some of it I did on my own though, and I didn't get help from. I got help from Lexington Law, but I believe that one of them I got removed by myself. In other words, what I did was I went and I contacted that company and I told them, I said, listen, if I have the money to pay you guys right now, right? But I want to ask you a question. If I pay you the full amount of what I owe you, will you remove this from my credit report? And if you do, then I'll pay you. And they said, yeah, we will, we will remove it and we'll send you a letter and everything like that in the mail. So they sent me a letter in the mail. So I have the actual proof that they will delete it. And I sent them the money and paid them over the phone, and it was a done deal. So I don't have to worry about that company ever reporting that collection to my credit report ever again, because if they do again report it after it's been deleted now, then I can have it removed as quick as they put it up there, because all I have to do is send that letter to the credit bureau as proof that they promised to delete it. So Laura, hi Laura. You said you're welcome for the information. Laura says, does everyone get approved for a self lender? Laura, I can't say that everyone gets approved for self lender, but self lender works with people who have bad credit and no credit at all. And people who have the lowest credit scores and everything. Actually, Laura, what I'm going to do for you here, I'm going to go to the self lender website and get the information straight from the horse's mouth for you, straight from the website. So that way, I'll make sure I'm giving you 100% accurate information here. So let's see, on the homepage here, selflender.com, it says build credit while you save. No credit score is required. The responsible way to build credit. And it looks like there's a star next to that statement. So, I wonder what that star is for. Usually, when you see a star next to it, okay, it says credit scores and credit monitoring will only be available to customers who are third-party vendor and is able to validate. And it says here, subject to ID verification. And it says, become a member and check your credit score with credit monitoring at no costs. Apply for a credit builder account with a payment plan that fits your budget. And also, Laura, in that video I was telling you about from 548 to 720 credit score, that video is on this channel too also. I'll put it in a playlist at the end of this live chat video too. Also, I go on screen and I show you on my computer self-lender, but I think I can go ahead and read some of it to you here. Let's see what it says. Frequently asked questions. Yeah, that's frequently asked questions is pretty good because it tells you a lot about the program and how you could build credit with self-lender. What is self-lender? Let's see how it works. You apply for a loan and it's held by their bank partners. Your money is secured and protected in a bank account. Now, this, it is a bank account that, it protects your money, and it's in a regular, a legit bank account, and it will report on your credit report as lead bank. And it says member FDIC. So this is an insured, valid bank account too also. So the money is kept in a bank for you. It's not given to you yet until you finish making all the payments on the loan too also. And it says you could pay off the loan in 12 to 24 months. So that gives you, it depends on what your situation is. If you could pay it off in 12 months, that's great. If not, 24 months, that's okay too. Me, I'd choose the 12-month period. So that way I can, pay it off in 12 months. Actually, I could pay it off right now if I want to, the whole entire amount. But Laura, that's not a good idea because see, the way you want to treat these loans, especially an installment loan, is that even if you have the money to pay off the entire loan right now, say you took out a self-lender loan for $500, right? And you signed up for, say, 1 year, a 1 year term, you do not want to pay this off right now. And the reason why I'm saying, even if you have the $500 to pay it off right now, don't. Reason why I say that, Laura, is because with the self-lender, with the loan, when you make your payments on time every month, it builds what's called credit history. It builds what's called payment history for you. Okay. So if you pay it off right now, you lose 12 months of payment history. If you pay it off next month, then you lose 11 months of credit history. You know, if you pay it off after 6 months, then you lose 6 months of payment history. So just keep in mind, Laura, that your credit score is going up. You know, either every month or either every other month when you make your payments on time, when you pay that self-lender loan. Okay. So what you want to do is keep the loan for the entire term. If the term is 12 months, you keep the loan for 12 months. If the term is for 24 months, then you want to keep the loan for 24 months. Okay. And that way you get the full benefit of the entire credit score increase boost that you can get that is possible through that self-lender loan. Okay, you get the most boost from it. You get the most value from it. So that's why when you're dealing with loans and installment loans, the best things to do is fulfill the entire term. And that's another reason why I decided to talk about this topic today for this video. The topic is auto pay, right? And the credit score increase secret, right? And that's why auto pay is so important too, is because with auto pay, you can, when you set up your payments through self-lender and you put it on auto pay, you're guaranteed that your payments will be paid on time as long as you keep the money in the bank enough to pay that payment. Okay. So that's why auto pay is so important. You know, maybe I might, let's see, read something else here from the self-lender website. They have some, let's see, let's play part of a video from them. Let's see.
Everyone knows it's important to build credit. Whether you want to rent an apartment, buy a car, or get a credit card, having a good credit score can save you thousands. But how do you actually get started building credit? Many people will say, Apply for a credit card, hope that you'll be approved, and then once you finally get the card, be careful not to overspend, or you'll rack up a ton of debt and be making interest payments for years. There has to be a better way to establish credit history. Hello, Self-Lender. Self-Lender helps you get a credit builder account. It's a small loan that's held in a certificate of deposit account for 12 months. The CD is FDIC insured, it's in your name, and earns you interest. The best part, as you pay the credit builder account, your payment history is reported to all 3 credit bureaus. After 12 months, you've established credit history, and the money in your CD unlocks with interest. Self-Lender, build credit while you save.
Okay, I hope you guys were able to hear that video. Laura, point-to-point transportation, were you guys able to hear that video? I just played a video from the Self-Lender website, just a short clip about, them explaining, how the Self-Lender loan works. But yeah, that's how Self-Lender pretty much works. Yeah, you're gonna pay a little bit of interest on the loan, but that's how loans work. You pay interest because it takes you time to pay it back. So you have to pay interest back. I mean, if they were just loaning you money and say you were just giving it right back to them, say in 5 or 10 minutes, then that would be a different story. Then I don't see what the need would be to pay interest. But I mean, it's a business, so just like any other bank, and banks, that's the way banks make money, But the good thing about the lender loan is that you don't pay that much interest, You don't pay not that much. Say if myself, my loan is for $1,000, I may pay back maybe $100, So it's really not a whole lot of interest. So, but the one thing about interest, when we're talking about interest, is that when we're building credit, or, starting from a low credit score and trying to increase our credit score, that's one thing that we're gonna have to deal with, is interest. Even with secured credit cards, there's interest. But one way you can avoid interest with credit cards is that not only do you pay your bill on time through using the auto pay, like we talked about in this video, you also want to make sure you either pay off your bill, all of it, by the due date, and definitely before the statement date, or you want to make sure you keep less than 7% in there. But if you don't want to pay interest at all, then you want to pay it off all the way down to 0, and do not carry a balance on over to the next month. They'll only charge you, most of these credit card companies, they only charge you interest, if you carry a balance, and the terms are different for every credit card, so you definitely don't want to carry, interest. You don't want to carry a balance, and you don't want to pay interest. If you can avoid paying interest, just avoid it. The best way to do that is, like I said, just pay off your bill in full every month, and don't leave a balance on there at all. And make sure you pay it off before the due date. Make sure you give your credit card company a few days for them to receive your payment. So don't just go on a due date and say, well, okay, I'm gonna pay off my balance in full. No, what you want to do is maybe 3 or 4 days before the due date, just to be on the safe side. 4 days before the due date, go ahead and make that payment, but set it up with auto pay. And auto pay, you can set that up either through your bank, or you can set the auto pay up through the credit card company, or you can set it up through with Self-Lender if you're doing an installment loan too also. And there's other ways to bring up your credit score too, Laura. Um, if you look at the other video I made, from 548 to 720 credit score, that's the name of it. Will show you different things that I did, you know, to bring my credit score up over 700. And some of them are trade lines. You know, on trade lines, pretty much they report to your credit bureau. You want to make sure you get one that reports to the credit bureau, you know. And if you have any questions about that, you could always ask me. You could contact me by either leaving a comment here in the video, or if you have a question, you know, after the video, you could also leave a comment. No problem. I will see it. I see it on my phone anytime someone leaves comments. Or you can go to the Facebook page and sign up with the Facebook group. Or you can follow me on Twitter. And those links you will find in the homepage of this channel. At the top, there's a header, a picture of a lady running, like she's running a race, and the finish line is 800 credit score. In the bottom right-hand corner, there are Facebook icons, a Twitter icon also, and there's a YouTube icon for you to subscribe. That's the button you can use also to subscribe there, you know, if you're on the home page. So one link you could use to join the Facebook group, one link you can use to join the Facebook page. All you have to do when you get to the Facebook page is like it and follow. Okay. I think once you like it, it automatically follows the page. Anyway, so once you like it, um, every time I make a new video, you see it in your Facebook feed. And that's a good thing too for a lot of people that are on Facebook. Like me, I'm on Facebook. Like I'm either every day on there checking my messages or reading what people are posting about, or I'm on there and I'm in the credit. You know, they have a whole lot of groups that talk about credit and how to build credit and things like that. And they're asking me questions about how they should build credit. Or sometimes I'm asking someone else a question about how they've done it, you know, because everyone has a different story. You know, my story is not the same as Brandon Weaver's story. You know, Brandon Weaver's story is not the same as Dwayne's story from How to Build Credit TV. And the Credit Shifu story is not the same as Jay Knows Credit. You know, all these guys are like, you know, giants in the world of building credit, you know, and I learned a lot from them too. One of my favorites is Dwayne from How to Build Credit TV, and he makes some awesome videos. I mean, he'll make, you know, a few videos every week, but he's consistent about it. You know, he used to go live every Monday at 7 o'clock Central Time. But I think this Wednesday, he went live at 7 o'clock. So I'm always there. You know, when he goes live on How to Build Credit TV, I'm always there. And I'm always there listening to, you know, what he's talking about, the topic, you know, in the live chat. And I'm also reading the comments and seeing what the people are talking about, what questions they're asking too, in the live chat. And that way I can, you know, they ask a question, and, you know, say if Dwayne doesn't get to the question, I could always answer it. You know what I mean? Or somebody else can always answer the question. You know what I mean? Or, you know, if I have a question, I could always ask too. Um, so there's a lot of different helpful information out there now. And there's many ways to bring up your credit score too also. And I have different videos about this, and I'm also making new videos as I go along about, you know, how to increase your credit score too also, because that's what this channel is about, how to get an 800 credit score. I will be making a video actually about all the different ways I increase my credit score. I will be making a video about the first thing you need to do when you want to increase your credit score and build credit. I will also make a new video, the second step in credit repair. I will also make a video about what are the best first credit cards that you should get when you're building credit, and the best credit cards you should get when you're trying to repair or fix credit. I'll be making a video about my personal business credit journey, because just like there is a personal credit, there is also a business credit too, also, and that helps you if you're planning on starting your own business. Business credit helps you, and it also helps people who own businesses too. Also, that way they can use business credit helps them, get more payroll funding or inventory or pay for equipment, whatever it is they need to keep their business up and running smoothly, too also. So I also will be making a video about secret qualities of an 800 score achiever. So I'm just giving you a preview now about all the things and the great knowledge you can look forward to by subscribing to this channel and hitting the bell notification at the bottom of video too also. And just keep in mind too, if you are on a laptop or a computer, desktop, or a cell phone, you will see a red box in the bottom left corner of your screen. Actually, the bottom right, your right, yeah. Bottom right corner of the screen, you'll see a red box that says subscribe here. Okay, that's on the left side of the computer screen. So if you're on a laptop or computer, you'll see that in the bottom corner of the video. If you're on a cell phone, all you had to do is turn your cell phone sideways, and you'll be in full screen mode, and you can see that red button in the bottom corner of the video that says subscribe here. I'll leave a subscribe link in the description too also. It's on the home page. It's also in the header of the home page too also. So there's plenty of ways. So if you forgot to subscribe, there's plenty of ways that I do make it easy for you guys to subscribe. Also, I'll be making a video about how to boost your credit score with no hard inquiries. Now, if you guys have heard about like hard inquiries are basically referred to in the credit file as new accounts. Okay, new applications basically is what they are. Anytime some company applies for credit on your behalf, it's called a hard inquiry when it's reported to the credit bureau. So if you go out and say you apply for a vehicle to a car dealership, when they are putting an application through, that's a hard inquiry. When you apply, say you could apply for internet service in your home. When they put the application through, if they tell you that they're going to check your credit, that's a hard inquiry. When you sign up for when you apply for a credit card online, that's a hard inquiry too also. When you apply for, say, a Verizon phone with a monthly plan, and they say they're going to check your credit, that's a hard inquiry too also. I believe the good thing, let me see if self-lender, since we talked about self-lender today, let's see if they do a hard inquiry. I'm looking through the frequently asked questions. Let's see if they do a hard inquiry, huh? Do they or do they not? Someone must have asked that question here. Actually, I believe I can answer that question myself, because I'm always looking at my credit report too also. And since I have self-lender, I signed up with them. I don't think they do a hard inquiry, if I remember, because I never seen a hard inquiry from Self Lender there on my credit report. But let me go ahead and check. Now that we're talking about it, let me go ahead and check that. Let's look at my credit report, and I could go on any website because since I've been signed up with Self Lender since November, um, it will, if there is a hard inquiry from them, it will show up. It will show up for sure on my credit report too. So let me see here if I'm gonna have to log in. Sorry I didn't go full screen with you guys here, but you know, just wanted to go live, and I'm realizing that this is the best time when you guys are on. So I wanted to go ahead and, just reach out to you guys and start a conversation. So now I'm just going on my Credit Karma, and I logged in. Just waiting a couple seconds to log me in. Okay, now I see my credit report. Let's see. Just gotta look through it. I think I have to click on this link. I'm gonna click on the TransUnion credit report because I want to know. That's a good question. I mean, I want to know, does Self Lender report as a hard inquiry on the credit report? Okay, I just gotta click on. Okay, I have 14 accounts on my credit report, so that's why that's helping me too. Also, to keep my credit score over 700, because I have 14 accounts reporting. That keeps my credit utilization very low, and it keeps my credit score high. And as long as I keep it that way, every month, it continues to make my credit score increase. Okay, good. Now we're into hard inquiries. Look like I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inquiries on TransUnion. I'm looking for Self Lender. I know they report to the credit bureaus as lead bank, but I don't see them on TransUnion. Okay, so why not go ahead and look at Equifax? Okay, I'm going to scroll down the screen here and look and see if they reported to Equifax as a hard inquiry. Okay, I have one credit union, Wells Fargo, Capital One. Yeah, I have quite a few hard inquiries here on Equifax. I believe I have. Let me see how many I have here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow, I've got a lot of hard inquiries. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I have about 13 hard inquiries. Wow. But none of them are from lead bank. Yeah, none of them are from lead bank here. So I don't see. Well, is that no, that's not okay, those are accounts. Oops, my bad. I was looking at accounts. Okay, I gotta look at hard inquiries. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 8 hard inquiries with Equifax. Wow. That's a relief because I was like, wow, kind of starting to switch there for me. I was like, there's no way I have 14 hard inquiries. No way. And if I did, I definitely got to call up Brandon Weaver. That's the guy that, he has a company, Awesome Life Group. They're a credit repair company, and they're repairing my credit right now. They're working on my case because since I left Lexington Law, and I decided to go with Brandon Weaver and the Awesome Live Group to have them work on my credit. So they're working on those hard inquiries, trying to get those removed. So the answer to the question, Self Lender does not report hard inquiries to credit bureaus. So they report your account to the credit bureaus when you pay your bill on time every month. But they do not count it as a hard inquiry. You will not get a hard inquiry by using self-lender. So that's a one benefit of going through self-lender is there's no hard inquiry there, you know, or else I would have had at least, 12, at least 11 or about 12 hard inquiries there. So that's a good thing because every hard inquiry, when you get a hard inquiry, the way the credit bureaus look at that is what they do is they take off between 1 point and 5 points. Now, I can't say what between there exactly what, I can't guarantee if they're going to take off 1 point or 5 points or 2 points or 3 points. But I can tell you they will take off between 1 point and 5 points off of your credit score every time you get a hard inquiry for each hard inquiry. So if you get 2 hard inquiries, they could take off between 1 point and 10 points. Okay. So now it all depends on, their system and, how they're going to do it because hard inquiries count for about 10% of your credit score. So just looking at the time here, it looks like I've been on here live for 1 hour and 33 minutes. And I got 2 thumbs up. So thank you guys so much for giving a thumbs up. Thank you to Laura for all the comments and the questions. And if you have any more questions, you could definitely, hit me up. I'm here to answer them. And point to point, thank you, bro, for, all the questions, all the, comments. Thank you guys so much for coming here to the chat room too also. And I wanted to say before I go, just please, guys, remember, have a happy and safe Cinco de Mayo. Keep safe. And if you're going to go out drinking or whatever, make sure you get a ride or Uber or Lyft home so you get home safely or have a friend give you a ride. Don't drink and drive. But please remember to subscribe to the channel below the video and hit the bell notification. And also in the link in the description, there's a link there for you to subscribe to also. And, give me a thumbs up on the video. It helps the video a lot. And share this video everywhere. Share it on Facebook, share it on Twitter, share it on LinkedIn, Tumblr, Pinterest, wherever you have your social media. Share this everywhere. Okay. And excuse me. Remember to like the Facebook group by going to the homepage at the top and the top corner of the picture is Facebook icons there. Just click on those links. One link will take you to the Facebook page. Just like the page. That way it will tell you when you're on Facebook every time I make a new video. And another icon there will take you to the Facebook group. So make sure you join the Facebook group so we all could keep in touch and we can share all this knowledge with one another too also. And also follow me on Twitter there in the same place on the home page at the top. In the header is a Twitter link there. And also there's a subscribe link just in case you forgot to subscribe before. So also at the end of this video, I will put a link there to some other videos too for you to check out. But until then, you could definitely check out my videos. By going on the home page of our YouTube channel, how to get an 800 credit score. And there's plenty of videos there. I just started this channel in April 11th. I made my first video. So I don't have a lot of videos, but I believe this video is number 13 or 14, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not quite sure. But I'm going to go ahead and close this video out. And in closing, I want to say the topic for today was, auto pay and the credit score increase secrets. And remember, guys, don't forget to auto pay. You'll be glad you done it. And thank you so much for watching the video. God bless you. And you guys have a happy Cinco de Mayo. And, I'll see you the next time.